welcome to Cheapskate. My name is Cameron and this video is all about getting this Rode SM6 shock stand for a microphone to fit my Behringer C-1 microphone. These screws on here. So it won't fit at the moment. So the part where it screws in to the microphone stand, and I'll show you on the stand in a minute, you can see there it's got a microphone. It looks a bit like this one, but it's not. So some microphones, if I get you this and show you the thread, this part here that's sticking out, you see there's no thread on that. Some microphones, that's threaded. And the Rode SM6, as well as the Behringer, is it S1000 or something? I'll show you on the video screen in a second anyway. Both of them won't fit this microphone. So even though it's a Behringer, the Behringer one won't fit it either. There's a Behringer 2000 that is a universal. It'll fit pretty much any mic. It doesn't look very good to me, but anyway. So on this one, the thread's not there. It's higher up. It's right inside here. And this thread you can see is quite big, and it actually completely overlaps all that and screws into the thread that's sort of hidden in there. So yeah, if you've got this type where this isn't threaded, it won't fit on the SM6, Rode SM6 or the Behringer, but you've got the elastic bit here, and this part here would have been sitting in here connected to all the elastic, right? It just sort of floats in there. And that's the whole shock thing. The whole shock thing is that the elastic absorbs the shock, right? Anyway, you just disconnect it from all the elastic and get this part out, the little cage that holds the mic. It's quite easy. The elastic is just basically looped onto these hooks. You just unhook it and the whole thing comes out. Now, as a standard piece, it has this in it, in here. Actually, I'm going to show you this in a better way. I'm going to reposition the mic. Okay, so at this point I thought I'd better just say that the Rode website for the SM6 does actually say that the microphone is suited for Rode large diaphragm studio condenser microphones. So I just want to point out that I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the Rode SM6. It seems like a good product. It does say that it's made for Rode microphones. It doesn't say fits all microphones or anything like that. So everything they've done there is legit. Now the Behringer website with the SMP1000, it's a bit different. It's saying it has a wide compatibility with large diaphragm microphone, which I don't think it really does. Unless I've got it wrong, but it doesn't look like it does. So yeah, but anyway, the SMP2000, which is coming up on the screen any second, does have wide compatibility with large diaphragm microphones. It has the exact same wording as the SMP1000, but it has bolts that come in from the side which you can adjust so it'll fit any kind of mic. It just doesn't look like it would be easy to take the mic in and out, or I don't know. It just doesn't look like it would be a really good option to me, but I could be wrong. Alright, so hopefully you're sort of looking down on this now. So that's how it normally is when you get it. It's got this bit here. Where are you? Oh, it's all upside down. Okay. So this bit here screws, and that's the bit that would normally screw onto this part if it was threaded, which on this one it's not. That is really hard to get out. Now normally, if I turn it around, we'll have this bit of felt on there. I peeled the felt off because I thought there might have been some sort of a mechanism in here to release this to allow it to come out. I thought there might have been a couple of screws or a clamp or something, but there's not. So you don't have to take the foam off like I did. In fact, you're better off not taking it off, just leave it on. I'm probably going to have to glue it back on. All I did was, this is held in with this clip. See that clip? I think that's called a circlip. They use them in cars and stuff. I've had them before. Basically it was around here, and what happens with this circlip is it kind of goes in and then it expands. Like you squeeze it onto here, push it in, and then there's a groove inside here, and it expands into the groove and holds the thing in, so it'll turn, but it won't come out. So what I did was, you'll probably see, I used the Forstner bit to drill a hole in a piece of wood, and I basically bashed it out. The clip was still in here once I bashed it out. Then I sanded it all and made it all nice, and I'll show you the video of all that so you see it all. Anyway, now this fits in, the Behringer one. So now, I haven't tried it yet, I've got to see now if the mic fits in. So, okay, so I'm just putting it there for now. I'm just doing it this way because I haven't done it before. There. Okay, so that's working. Screw it on. There it is, tight. This still rotates. Don't know if I want it to rotate. Maybe not, because that could move and create a vibration. Okay, I couldn't find my felt. I think I gave it to the kids to make Christmas cards with, now to think of it. Anyway, but I have got some very thin rubber, which is sticky. It's like foam rubber. Anyway, you can buy this stuff, but this stuff's pretty expensive actually. But just felt with sticky on the back is the best way. Blue ink, there you go. That's much easier. It's looking good. There we go. Perfect. Let's see if it fits in here. And then it'll be sticky on that side. There it is. Take those little bits of paper off. Okay. It's in. Beautiful. There we go with that in there. Okay. And now, I wonder if we could just screw the mic in this way. Yes, we can actually. It's a lot quicker just to hold the bottom and screw the mic in. And there we go. Yeah, beautiful. Tight fit. Doesn't really make, it can rock a little bit, but that's because the foam is a little bit flexible. I could just do it up tighter if I wanted to. Oh, it's facing the wrong way. Damn it. I drilled a hole this big I used a Forstner bit, but if you can find some pipe that has a similar diameter, it just has to be big enough to fit this. This was on here. This hole is 45 millimeters, I think. You could use a hole saw and then chisel it out, or you could just chisel around about this shape out anyway. But I had a Forstner bit. So it's a little bit bigger than it needs to be, but it works anyway. So this was on here. So then you just put the whole unit in there, like that. And you've got the rim of this, when it's in, that rim shows from the inside, right? So this part here shows from in here when it's in. I'm not going to put it back in because I have to knock it out. So you put it like that on top of the hole, then you just get your screwdriver, you put it on that inside rim and you go bang. I hit it like once that side, then once there, once there, once there, and about the fourth hit it just went bang and it dropped out. So it does damage it, and you probably can't use it again. The sides are a little bit sort of bent. This appears to be aluminium. It's quite light. So yeah, now this is the part that screws onto the bottom of my Behringer CS1 or C1, I mean, microphone. You can see it's threaded on the inside, and that usually it holds on the normal mount at the bottom. But what I want then now is that this will go on here. But it's actually still too big for this, so I'm going to have to enlarge this hole. So I've got this kit of little drum sander things. You just fit them on your drill. So I'm going to use that. Put it in here, where are you? And I'm just going to drill it, just sand it back all around in there to widen it. But the other thing you could do is use a file. Okay. You could just use a file like this that's got this is a flat side, it's a round side here, so it's rounded. You can just go like that. Using that round side, just work your way around. Good idea to wear eye protection of some sort, even if it's reading glasses or something like this, because you just don't know when especially with the hammering, where a piece of metal can just fly up, because we are actually breaking stuff. Just want to show you where I'm at. So you can see here, you should be able to see some of the groove where, and if I rotate this around, you see it's starting to disappear in certain areas now, that groove, like I'm getting rid of it. So it looks like basically for me to fit this one in from the Behringer mic, I'm getting close now, like you can see it's starting to go in. I got it to the point now where I've just gotten rid of all of that groove in there. It's all just disappeared, got rid of the last bit of it. And now it goes in. There it is, folks, just like I bought one. Thank you for watching that. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it saved you some money maybe, or just saved you some hassle. Enjoy.